Foxy's goes back to the wall.
Oh, the punish!
Oh my god!
Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the Roundup. It's Reversal. Every week, myself, Logan Sama, here in the chair to bring you the results from around the four corners of the FGC globe. All the most exciting and out there tournaments that have happened in the world of fighting games. We've got some big ones for you today. So let's get straight into it.
Hello everybody, we are running it back.
The Intel Street Fighter 6 Invitational returned after an appearance at PAX, and the top 4 qualified players were back along with 4 challengers looking to fight over a $5,000 prize pool. Nephew, the returning champion, joined Punk, Idom and NuckleDo as the top 4 qualifiers from the last time Intel Gaming ran this event. And we saw 801 Strider and Toy returning as challengers, joined this time by Mena RD and Shine. After 2 4-player round-robin groups, the top 2 players went into the winners' semi-finals, and we would see Nephew facing Shine and Punk versus Mena RD. Whilst in the losers' side, NuckleDo and Strider would face off, and Idom would meet Toy. In the first winners' semi-final, a surprise blanker pick caught Punk off guard as Mena RD cruised past 2-0. And in a frantic match, Shine beat Nephew with his Kimberly to set up a winners' final with 2 of the new challengers. As losers' bracket progressed, it was Punk and Nephew who were left, and we had lost 2 of the 3 Capcom Cup winners that were in the bracket. This time around, Punk beat Nephew with the Kami pick.
Critical art incoming, and that's all she wrote.
And the reigning champ was eliminated. In winners' final, Mena went back to Luke and he was looking unstoppable. He took the win with a clean 3-0 sweep against Shine and advanced to grand finals on winners' side. After falling short at DreamHack Dallas in this matchup, Shine was able to get the win 3-0 against Punk and eliminating him losers finals to earn the run back. But it was more of the same, and with the winner's advantage, Mena RD could take risks like this to close out the grand final with another 3-0 win, and he was your Intel Plays 2023 Street Fighter 6 Invitational champion. Let's raise a glass to your champ. He was looking forward to the next challenge.
What's up, everyone?
Winner Stays On Open returned this past week in London as part of a double header with Reversal, and it was a special event because it was a Red Bull Kumite last chance qualifier event. The winner of the tournament would fly out to South Africa and take part in the LCQ. Already invited, Problem X was on the mic as a special invited guest, and we had a host of talent in attendance, including Ending Walker, who came down. He managed to overcome legendary NRS competitor, a Foxy Grandpa, in winners finals, who really impressed us all weekend. Speaking of impressive, in losers semi-finals, Emmy McDee's drive rushes were looking unstoppable. But in the last match of a 5th game set, it's fitting that Joker was able to do all the drive rush, and he advanced into losers final, where he would face a Foxy Grandpa, looking for the run back in grand finals. Foxy took the lead, and unfortunately, technical difficulties meant we had to take it old school with an over-the-shoulder camera shot. And despite being 2-0 down, Joker was fighting back against Foxy. But in the end, Foxy was able to close it out 3-1, and we would get the run back in grand finals. Ending was making the most of his winner's side advantage with his foot on the gas. Forward movement and jump-ins aplenty in the first game. But Foxy Grandpa was not here to get steamrolled, and he made Ending know he was still in a fight. He managed to claw a game back at 2-0 down here in the corner, and making the most of Ending's aggressive playstyle, Foxy was able to level it out at 2-2. Being in the winner's side gives you the advantage to do stuff like this.
Oh my god!
And throwing out the level 3 worked for Ending this time. He was able to close it out, and 3-2 was the score, as Ending Walker would be the one going to South Africa. We spoke to Ending after the event, and he was ready to play some more exhibition matches. So first up would be Ending versus Problem. Problem had been on the commentary desk all day, so it hadn't been warmed up, and it was a short affair as Ending managed to make it a 5-1 victory, despite losing to Problem the day before in our Big 4 event. Then Ending would face Mr. Crimson, who he had not yet played. Of course, Mr. Crimson was a special guest as well for our Big 4 event. You can find out more about that on our Reversal YouTube. Mr. Crimson took the lead and he was 4-2 up looking at set game, but ending would not be beaten. He was happy to put himself into burnout in order to close out the round and stay in the game. But Crimson soon put a stop to that momentum. This perfect round put him at set point, and having been streaming live from the gaming sphere all day, he was too on point and ready for everything as he closed out a 5-2 win against Ending Walker in this second exhibition. Thank you very much to the Red Bull UK team and the Gaming Sphere London crew for being so accommodating of us here at Reversal this weekend. We've had some great events. I can't wait to bring you more. Over in Tokyo at their Gaming Sphere, there was also a Red Bull Kumite Last Chance Qualifier tournament. Their event ran over 2 days though, and the top 8 that made it through to day 2 would face off in a round-robin format of 2 pools of 4. What happens after that round-robin format? Well, another round-robin format as the last 4 players in the final group all played each other in first to 3s to really determine who deserved that trip to South Africa. The last 4 players in that group were Kakeru, formerly known as Uzura, Noble, Alice, and Mizua. In the end, it was a dominant win for Kakeru, whose JP looked unstoppable. A sweep 3-0 score against Mizua's Kami, 3-1 against Noble's Luke, and 3-1 against Alice's Ken, who finished in second place, only dropping that set to Kakeru. Noble finishing in third, and Mizua, looking dangerous at the start, ended up losing to everybody in the round-robin format. So that means Kakeru will be heading out to South Africa to fight with the Hordes, all looking for that last place in the cage, of course, including Ending Walker. Season 4 of the Jazzy Circuit completed this past weekend, and since October, players have been fighting it out to be one of the 16 players involved in the finale that happened this past weekend in Westminster at the Akihabara Arcade. With 5 auto qualifiers throughout the year and ranking events running up until April 30th, there was still a chance to qualify through an LCQ. But when the 16 players were fixed, it was Exodus that took everyone to Duff City with Dudley. He made it to grand finals on winner's side with everyone's favourite boxer archetype. None of that Balrog round here, mate. Loser semi-finals was still first to 2, and a very close match unfolded with Francis Niaban taking it with Makoto with amazing defense and some incredible decision making against Yuki's Yun. Losers final was a back and forth banger of a set with both Niaban and Frankie BFG trading matches. It went to a game 5 and Niaban was able to take the win and make it into the grand finals to face off against Exodus. Exodus was looking to keep his streak going and took the first game to pull into an early lead. But Niaban answered back and made it 1-1. In the end though, Exodus's excellent confirms were enough to get him the win, and he took the Jazzy Circuit finale for this season. Shout out to all the organisers and all the great charitable work they do. It's amazing to see the Jazzy Circuit still thriving. Let's hope for a season 5 to be even bigger and better. This past weekend saw the culmination in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia of the Saudi Fighting League. Come to you from the Saudi Esports Federation Arena in the Entertainment District Boulevard of Riyadh. The Saudi Fighting League is hoping to build champions that can compete on the global stage. Across the weekend, Tekken and Street Fighter 6 were on the agenda, and Tekken attracted players from across Saudi Arabia. In the grand finals, Yaz would face off against Exodia in a tense set that went down to a 5th game, but his Paul was able to close out a 3-round sweep in the last match. And you can see exactly how much it means to him there, getting his hands on that trophy full of pride. Moving into Street Fighter 6, and it was Wes 2-1-1 against Jin in grand finals, and once again it went down to a 5th match. Last game, last round, and Wes's jury was able to convert and spend all of the resources to cash out with the level 3 and take the victory. A very exciting first event, and all eyes will be on the Gamers 8 events, which are happening later this year. WaveDash happened this past week in La Miranda, California, and it was a smash event across both Ultimate and Melee, attracting over 500 entrants. In Ultimate, the King is back. After his win at Genesis, he finally secured another W. MK Leo won WaveDash against Sonics.
Leo using every trick in the book just to survive, and the pin in an instant!
Leo picked a lot of different characters during his run. He tried Meta Knight first game of Winners Finals and lost that. He switched to Corrin, not unexpected but a rare pick, and then won the set 3-2. He stuck with Corrin for the whole of Grand Finals and he lost the first set 3-0, but was able to come back in the second after the reset and swing the momentum back in his favour with a 3-1 win. In Melee, Jay Mook was absolutely dominant, only losing 2 games throughout the entire tournament. And when it came down to the finals, he double 3-0'd Kodorin in both Winners Finals and Grand Finals to secure the victory. Across to Japan now, and Fukuoka saw Kowloon number 6 attract over 300 players. Fighting against Yaura's Samus in Winners Finals, Hurt took the win 3-2, and they would meet again in Grand Finals where Yaura emphatically reset the bracket with a 3-0 win. But Yaura ran out of steam in the reset and Hurt took the win and the title. That is all we got time for today. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember, we want you to get involved. Leave a comment below, hit that like button, share the content around, hit the bell, subscribe, whatever you need to do to get that algorithming. We need to get this content out to as many people as possible. Thank you so much for everybody who's been with us on the reversal journey for this past year or so. We've got so much more to bring you, so make sure you're subbed here on the YouTube. Check us out on social media. Twitter is reversal_GG. And on Twitch, we are live multiple times a week, bringing you tournaments from all around the globe. That's at reversal GG. I'll see you next time for the roundup. Till then, take care.